Hi, welcome to episode 28 of the StressKnits podcast. Today is Thursday, August 25th, 2016, and I'm Stacy, also known as StressKnits on Ravelry and Stacy, also known on Instagram, and it is raining off and on, so if the lighting gets weird, that's why. But today, just decided to record on a whim because I don't know what my schedule is going to be in the next few weeks because life is going to be getting crazy, which I'll talk about at the end. Not a big deal. I actually wrote show notes this time, so when I say I'll talk about something, I'm actually going to talk about it because I feel like I do that a lot when I say I'll talk about something and I completely forget. So, we have a few things to talk about first though. So, thank you to new viewers and to returning viewers. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I talk about my favorite thing to do. And guys, we hit a huge milestone. We have over 1,000 subscribers, which is completely mind-blowing. I honestly never thought that would happen, especially this soon. So just thank you guys so much for recommending me and watching me, and I love this shirt, but I feel like it looks awkward at this angle. I don't really care. It's just like, it's really oversized. It's kind of the shape of the puntilla sweater, which I'm going to be knitting. I'm obsessed. But yeah, so just thank you guys so much for everything and making this happen for me. And also thank you to everybody who bought something from the last shop update and bought a subscription to the Gilmore Girls Yarn Club. There's still one left in the shop, so if you're interested in that, that is happening. The air just kicked on, so sorry for the noise. But we have one more thing to talk about. I almost went straight into the show. So we had a gratitude giveaway, and that's just me saying thank you to all of you for watching and supporting me. So right before I recorded, I used the random number generator, random.org, and put in 2 through 130, which is how many posts we had, because I was post number 1, and post number 22 came on, who is Frog Mom, also known as Patricia. So Patricia, congratulations. Just contact me, PM me on Ravelry, and let me know what your favorite colorway of the shop is in my Etsy shop. Go through the purchase things, or if you like something that's in the shop currently, just let me know. If you want me to dye something, it's going to be on my favorite sock base because life is really crazy right now, and that's all I have in stock, and is all I'm going to have in stock right now for a little bit. So yeah, just let me know what colorway you'd like me to dye for you, and that will be coming your way, along with a bar of Tuft Woolen sock soap in the Fresh Air colorway scent. So yay, congratulations. Thank you everybody for participating and telling me all the things that you're thankful for. It's a really cool thing to go in and read everybody's gratitude for just the really small things in life, and I love that. So there's that. Let's get into the knitting. I have a hoe, I have whips, I have dream knitting, and some life update and shop talk. So with my hoe, you haven't seen this as a work in progress yet. It was something I was going to cast on last time. Vanilla iced coffee today, in case you're wondering. But I finished my first sock in my own hand-dyed yarn on the sparkle base. I don't know if the sparkle is picking up, maybe a little bit. It's a 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% gold stellina, and I love this. This is my Sweet Disposition colorway. It's based off the song by The Temper Trap, which is a song that I love very, very much, and it's just, I love it. You can see the stellina there. But it's just my basic vanilla sock, and yeah, so I am obsessed with it. I love this colorway. I can't wait to dye more of it. And the sparkle sock I feel like was just perfect. I really like the base. It is a thinner yarn like most Stellina yarns are, but yeah. So there is that. I did cast on kind of, I don't even know if I have the right amount of stitches. Ooh. Sometimes drawstring bags are hard to get open. At least for me. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is kind of the thing. Like this is what this is right now. It's just the cast on. And I don't even have enough stitches on the other needle. So I stopped mid cast on for reasons I'll talk about later. But here it is in the cake. There's some extra yarn there. Yeah, I am so proud of this colorway. I love it so much. It makes my heart sing personally. I can't wait to introduce it into the shop. It's going to be a part of a series that, again, I'll talk about at the end. So yeah, so there is that. Those are technically my August socks. I don't know if I'll get them done in August, but yeah, usually I use an indie dyer of the month for my socks of the month. However, I'm knitting a super special project out of my indie dyer of the month, who is Susan of With Pointed Sticks. I'm using her yarn for something super special, so I'll show that to you in a little bit. So there is that. I'm just gonna put that on the ground. What am I talking about next? Next is my socket hat. This isn't living here, but it's in here just for transportation. This is probably my favorite project bag that I have. It is my Fawn and the Fox tree print bag with this gorgeous aqua lining. I love it. Fawn and the Fox. Everybody should know about Laura by now. She also has the Fawn Knits podcast and the yarn. I love her. I love her so much. She's the coolest. Okay, but this is just living in there for now. There's a project that's living in here that I'll show you in a second again. Yeah, so my socket hat. This is for the Hey Sister podcast. They're doing a hat knit along, and yeah, I'm participating, and I'm gonna try to participate pretty heavily. I'm not really good at chatter threads. Introverted completely, and in case anybody is ever wondering, on a Myers-Briggs test, I am an INFJ. So super, super, super introverted. Yeah. I got to take the real one in my personality psychology class last year, or a year and a half ago. Maybe it was 2 years ago. It was a while ago. Yeah. Oh man, college. Don't miss it right now. But anyway, this is a socket hat. This is, I think her name is Kelly McClure. Not sure. I didn't write it down because I'm the worst. Okay, so I love the whole thing where people are now saying I'm the worsted. I think it's so cute. So I'm the worsted. I was watching Sue Knit24's Periscope this morning, and she kept saying I'm the worsted, and I was like, this is the cutest thing. I think it's from Jenny, the Lone Large podcast. I think she started it. I'm not sure, but I love it regardless. Yeah, so I finished the cuff. It's about 2.5, pushing 3 inches of 1x1 ribbing, and I have about equal amounts of stockinette. I'm going to knit until it measures 8 inches, and then start decreasing. But yeah, this is Brooklyn Tweed in the Long John's colorway, and it is the most gorgeous red ever. I'm so excited. I'm probably going to live in this hat in the fall. Yeah, this is my super miniature macaroon stitch marker. That's where I was last time-ish. And then to mark the beginning of my round, I'm using a Deathly Hallows stitch marker from Nomadic Yarns when I ordered her Harry Potter yarn. So there's that. I love this project. It's a nice break from sock knitting, even though it's still just stockinette. Loving it. So there's that. Now, the 2 new things I casted on. So I'll talk about something you've kind of already seen before. I did drop some stash enhancement. Where's that? Over there. Okay. Put that over there too. Oh man. I'm all over the place. So my mom, for my wedding and my sister's wedding, my sister gets married in 10 days, you guys. So exciting. So for my sister's wedding and my wedding, my mom's wearing the same dress. It's adorable. It looks really good on her. It's a black dress, super simple. I love it. I would totally wear that dress all the time if I was her. But she wants to wear the same dress, and she wanted a way to differentiate it between my sister's wedding and my wedding in January. So once I finished my Pure Joy shawl, she was talking about how much she loved it and how much she would absolutely love that for the wedding. So we were talking about colors, and my bridesmaids are wearing a very like muted pink, like borderline champagne color. And so during my shop update, my mom said that she totally wanted to buy my Always You colorway and have me knit a Pure Joy out of it. So she insisted on buying it, which is a little ridiculous, but I just made sure that she didn't pay for shipping. Okay, so this is my Always You colorway based on the song I'm walking down the aisle to. It's this very, very pale pink with speckles, very subtle speckles of a charcoal gray. And then the contrast color is Jinx Yarn, her single ply in charcoal, actually. This is my sparkle sock base again. And I love it. It's super pretty. I've only done one wedge. I'm actually about to do another eyelet row. I love it. I'm knitting them on my interchangeable carbons, US size 6, 4mm. I love them. And yeah, this is a super miniature as well. It's a donut. I like it. My hair is everywhere. It's fine. I get my hair cut on Monday and my eyebrows done, and I'm super excited because I feel like a Yeti right now. My hair is just, it's dead. It needs a cut so badly, and then my eyebrows are like obnoxious. So I'm really excited that I will look more acceptable. Anyway, yeah, so here's this Pure Joy by Joji Locatelli. I love it. I'm in no rush to finish this. I just like to put in some of it. Like, this is a day. I did this in a day. Like, not even a full day, just a few hours. The first few wedges go by super fast, so it's not really a problem. Yeah. I'm in a shawl mood anyway, so knitting on shawls is not a problem. I just want to keep staring at it because I'm in love with this color. It's a very, very pretty pink. So yeah, there it is. Here is Always You in a skein. Ooh, it is gonna get blown out by the sun. Okay, because the sun just came out. But yeah, it's just, that's very color accurate right there. I love it. So Always You, and then here's a skein of charcoal, and you guys are probably like, Stacy, that is too small to knit your entire Pure Joy with. You are right. I'm going to be knitting the eyelet rows in this, and then finishing off the large band of the contrast color in Madeline Tosh Merino Light in the Panther colorway, which is what I used on mine, because I didn't have enough to do the eyelets and that band, but I had enough to do the eyelets in this, which is from my Daybreak shawl. And they're very similar colorways, so nobody's going to be able to tell. So yeah. Highly recommend Jinx Yarn for everything. I love her. Okay. I need to wind this up a little bit or else it's going to drive me crazy. Then the project that I'm most excited about right now, I worked on this almost monogamously. This is living in my Fawn in the Fox bag because it's super special, so it had to go in my super special bag, right? So we are hosting, I'm hosting, a just knit it cowl, which is essentially just knit it. Like, stop making the excuse of I'm really nervous of casting on a new technique, which is me. Just knit it. Just knit the color work. Just knit that skein of yarn that's been super special in your stash because you bought it for a reason. Like, just knit it. Try to make your first sweater. Try to make your first pair of socks or your first hat, or try cabling. Cast on a million stitches because that's what's been holding you back. Like, just knit it, because if you really love something, you should just knit it. And I'm so glad that I'm hosting this cowl because it was the exact kick in my butt that I needed to cast on my La Moya shawl, which is the squishy shawl by Mina Phillip. So the colors that I'm using are, this is junk yarn in the Demelza colorway, which is apparently a Poldark reference, but I've never watched Poldark. I just thought this was super pretty. So there's that. And then my Indie Dyer of the Month with Pointed Sticks, this is her Tulip Fields colorway. Sorry, it's so blown out right now. In her ballpoint pen sock base. I think it's her 80/20. And I love this color so much. It's so pretty. I'm so glad I saved it for this project. And I think they go together very, very well. Oh, this is on Junk Yarn Kemper's Smooth Sock Base, which is a 75/25. So super, super happy with them. I'm knitting this on a US 4, which is a size down. Yes, size 4. Size down than what it calls for, but I heard Brioche can, I don't know. I wanted it to be a tighter gauge to be squishy. So here it is. I'm so excited about this project. I am very proud of myself for figuring this out. It took forever. So here is the right side. And here is the wrong side. I have totally messed up on this, but at this point, this is the side I'm gonna wear all the time. But I also really love this side, so I'm gonna be wearing it both sides all the time. I'm gonna wear the shawl. I'm gonna live in it. But you knit it like side to side, right? This is where having a friend would come in handy. So like this. It's growing. It's growing out that way. But the construction is super interesting. Brioche is addicting. Oh my gosh, it's as addicting as caffeine. Like, I'm kind of obsessed. I think it's my new vanilla sock, you guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I finish this. Just kidding. Yes, I do. I'm casting on the Marley shawl because Tabby of the Hey Sister podcast, who I adore, she is knitting the Marley shawl. And I'm obsessed with it. And it's gorgeous. And Laura the Fond Knits knit it, and I was obsessed with it then. That's when I cued it. And then Tabby started knitting it, and I was like, I need it. I need it in my life. I should have dug it, and I think we're gonna pick colors that we both like and share it because it's gorgeous and so big, and it's like a blanket around your neck. But yeah, so this is super pretty. I've totally made mistakes. I'll show you because I'm not ashamed, because brioche, it's hard. Yeah, like this right here should not be there. It should be on the other side. Whatever. It's gonna be all crinkled up around my neck anyway. So, I'm just so happy with how this is. So, brioche, let's be real for a second. Everybody talks about how easy it is and how once you figure it out, you get into a rhythm. The rhythm is true. Totally agree that if you, like, once you get it, and it makes so much sense, and you kind of go, how did I not understand this? Let me tell you though, brioche kicked my butt for like weeks. I restarted the shawl 20 times in one day. I would get up to about here. I do about that much, and do something incredibly stupid and have to rip it all back because I was like knitting the wrong things together and slipping the wrong stitches with the wrong yarn, and like there's no coming back from it. So I started it a lot, but I'm gonna say this right now. There are so many times where I was like, oh, I just don't want to do it anymore. Like, this is stupid. Like, I'm so mad. Like, everybody else is doing it. Why can't I do it? It's not the easiest technique because it's like reading another language. Like, knitting is already another language in itself, but it's like, it's a whole new thing. So don't get discouraged. Just try it. Last episode in the show notes, you can find the show notes on the StressKnits Ravelry group. The link to the Ravelry group is in the down bar. So episode 20, today's 28, so 27, I linked the 2 videos that helped me figure Brioche out because of the speed that she goes, the way that she explains it, and the closeness of the camera to the work. I'm a flicker as well, so it helped me a lot. Compared to, I watched some videos that were continentally knit and right over my head. So, so if you are a flicker or a thrower, if you knit with your right hand, hold the yarn in your right hand is a better way to say that. Please check those videos out if you're having trouble with Brioche because they may help you. I hope they help you. They're the only reason why I know how to Brioche right now. Yeah, so it's just because of my learning style. There are other amazing tutorials, like Stephen West has one, Mina Phillip has one, and they're both amazing tutorials, but it's just not how I learn. So the videos that I linked are just how I work. So if that doesn't work for you, look at Mina Phillip or look at Stephen West or just Google, YouTube how to do brioche videos, and you'll hopefully find something that works for you because this is so much fun. I'm obsessed with it. I love both sides very much. So yeah, there is my Lamoya shawl, the squishy shawl, and it's so squishy. It's so squishy. I love it. And Mina Phillip patterns are amazing. You guys know that. So yeah, it's so stretchy. Like, look at that. It's just, it stretches so much. But that is what I'm kind of obsessed with knitting on right now. I'm forcing myself to work on like my socket hat and stuff because I am just in the mood for fall, you guys. I'm ready. I know a lot of you are not ready for it to be over, but I'm ready. Like, go away. Snow tomorrow. I'd be happy with that. But I also want to enjoy fall. So, yeah. Oh, also, work in progress. My Cozy Memories blanket, which hasn't made an appearance in a long time. I have been working on it. I just haven't done a large amount. I'm working on this side, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So, I added, Dobby's a free elf. I think you saw this. It was a prototype of Airplane Over the Sea. That's not how it looks anymore. Saw all of those. This is a mini, I can't see that from, this is a mini that I dyed up. It's like an impulse. This is Volan Vine Yarns on her Volca Base and Fig Bash. And this is Molly Weasley and Nomadic Yarns. So I haven't done a whole lot of work on it because I've gotten preoccupied with other things. I need to finish some other things, but I need to also start working on this blanket because I get married in about 4 months and I really want this for here. So I love it. I love it so much. I'm very, very happy with this thing. Okay, so maybe that will stay. This square, where are you? This square right here, spun right around. I need to message her and talk to her and see if she remembers how to dye that colorway because I'm still obsessed with it. Okay, so onto dream knitting. That's something I've been doing a lot of because I wanted to knit all of the things, but my time has started dwindling, which I'll talk about in Life Update. It's an exciting way though, so it's okay, but my knitting time is going down a very considerable amount. So I'm trying to make sure that I am able to finish things. So I want to cast on the Windswept shawl, which I talked about last time, and I'm totally going to be knitting it with the Hey Sister ladies. So excited. They're just waiting to, at least Tabby is, I believe, to show off their yarn on the podcast, and then they'll start knitting it. So I'm taking about another week and a half off before I start mine, because I need to finish my wedding shawl, which is the Sugar Plum Shawl by Mina Phillip out of Wool and Vine Yarns in the Blitz Base in Jilted Rose. And I'm incredibly lucky. Kristen is like a knitting friend. Like, I love her. She's amazing. So I messaged her on Instagram, and I told her what happened, that I ran out of yarn and she hasn't had Jilted Rose in a while, so I was just hoping that she could put it up in the shop in the next week or two, or like the next month even, and just let me know when it was going to be in the shop so I could stock the update and grab it. And she offered to dye it up for the update, but just save me a scan and invoice me and all that stuff. So it's on its way to me right now. So excited. It should be here by Saturday, and I actually have 2 skeins of Wool and Vine yarn coming on Saturday because I had to celebrate something by buying Wool and Vine yarn. So I got a skein of Outlander too, because my knitiversary is in November and I want to knit my first Color Wave indie dyed yarn again and knit them better. So yeah, so Jilted Rose and Outlander are coming home to live with me. Super excited about that, so I'll show that to you next time. And then speaking of Wool and Vine Yarns, I caught her last update, and I got Fig Bash on Volca. I love it so much. This is gonna make a gorgeous pair of socks. Excuse me, I have like hiccupy, I'm taking in too much air kind of thing going on. Keeping it classy. But anyway, Wool and Vine Yarns. Sorry that the sun decided to be our friend right now. So Wool and Vine Yarns, like just, maybe if I hold it, that's better. Take this off. Well, this is her Volca base in the Fig Bash colorway. Just her merino nylon cashmere base, but it just has these beautiful spots of like red, perfect blue and gold and yellow mustardy color combo. I'm obsessed. I'm super excited to knit with it. Super luxurious pair of socks that I'm really excited about. So there's that. And then my friend Lorelai of the Knits and Beads podcast had some Brooklyn tweed that she just gifted to me, which was super sweet. I forget the colorways because I didn't write them down. They're already caked up and ready to go, which makes me kind of happy, so I don't have to do that. I'll show it. Okay, this one's probably going to be for Doug. I think this is Truffle Hunt. It's Brooklyn Tweed Loft. So it's like this really pretty like gray brown with like navy flecks of tweed. Super, super pretty. That is a fuzz from me. So it's super pretty. I love it. So this is probably going to be for Doug. This one's totally for me. I forget the colorway, but it's this really pretty like sage green color. It has yellow flecks of tweed in it. I love this. And then my personal favorite, because it is my favorite shade of green, it's the ugly green that I just love so much. I love this color. It's beautiful, and I just think it goes really well with my brown hair. I could totally be wrong, and all of you are like, Stacey, that's ugly on you, but I love it, so I don't really care. I have an army green jacket, so I won't wear it with that, but I just got a new coat that is like a khaki color. I'm gonna wear this with it all the time. I want to wear this with my squishy shawl and just be super happy. But this is getting closer to my dream of having a socket hat in every Brooklyn tweed color. And not every single color. Like, there are some colors I just don't really care for. But yeah. This, I'm throwing things. I actually almost bought this when we went to Indianapolis. I almost bought this one in Hayloft. But I bought the long johns instead because I've always wanted a red hat. Yeah, so these will be added to my hat collection, and this will be added to Doug's hat collection because he doesn't have one quite like this yet, so that'll be good. And he's wanted a hat out of Brooklyn tweed since I knit his friend, who was in our engagement video, a hat to say thank you for playing me in our engagement video. So I knit her one out of postcard, which I also need in my life because it's such a pretty color. So yeah, these on me. Sun Doug. So that is it for stash enhancement. So now we're going to talk about my life and a little about the shop. So if you're not interested in any of that, I totally get it, and I hope to see you next time, and thank you for watching. And if you are interested, sorry I'm itching my eye, but it itches. Okay. If you are interested in my life and the shop, then let's get into it. So let's talk about my life first. I've accepted 2 jobs. They're 2 part-time jobs. Super excited about it. They're not in the psych field, which is fine with me for now. I'm really excited. They're 2 companies that I love, and I'm super excited to work for. It's Barnes & Noble and Starbucks, so I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I just had my orientation at Barnes & Noble yesterday, and then I have my orientation at Starbucks on Tuesday, and I start work at Barnes & Noble on Tuesday. So my life's gonna get a little crazy. I don't know when the best day to podcast will be. I don't know when the best day to dye yarn will be. That's something Doug and I have to discuss. So yeah, so StressKnits might be taking a little bit of a hiatus. And by hiatus, I mean I'll still be around. My social media presence will probably go down a little bit. Like, I got tagged for what I'm doing now, and I'm gonna post after I finish recording this. But I have time still because I don't like the busy culture that we've created in the US, especially, where it's like, I'm so busy I have time for nothing, but here I am talking on my phone. Like I still have time. I'm fine. I'm busy, but I'm not too busy to be a person and have free time. I have free time still. So, that being said, there will be no podcast next week, and maybe no shop update, because there might be 1 or 2 skeins going in, but there's still some stuff in the shop. So hopefully, if you like something, I'll show off what is still in the shop in a second. But there might be 1 or 2 skeins going up on my favorite sock base, because I had a custom order for a sweater quantity and a custom order for a colorway that didn't sold out too fast in the update. So I will be dyeing that, and then I'm sending 1 to a friend. 2 to a friend, actually. I actually might be keeping 1 for myself because I'm kind of really obsessed with my airplane over the sea colorway. Might be dyeing that for myself instead of putting it in the shop. I don't know yet. I have to order the yarn for the Gilmore Girls Yarn Club, which there's still 1 spot left if you're interested. I'm taking the sign-ups down at the end of the week. So I'm gonna say Saturday is your last day to get a Gilmore Girls Yarn Club. So from now, which is Thursday, until Saturday at some time, I'm assuming Saturday night. That's it. There's one spot left and that it's done. But thank you for everybody that's purchased it. I already have the 3 colorways in my head. I've written down what I want them to look like. Because 2 of them are pretty Lorelei based. And I was like, I need some Rory in there because I am way more of a Rory fan than I am of a Lorelei fan. But I love them both. But I feel more like a Rory than a Lorelei. But when I kept thinking of colorway names, I kept coming up with Lorelei based names. Anyway, so I have them. They're not exactly funny, which I came up with funny ones, but I had no idea how I was going to put them into a colorway. So I hope you guys are gonna like them. The first shipment should go out 2nd week of September. I'm super excited. So what is in the shop? I have 4 skeins left in the shop, and they're all on my Stellina base, which is my sparkle sock, which is what I knit my, where are they? It's the same base that I knit these socks out of, and I love it. I love the Stellina base so much. Yeah, so I have 1 skein. Of course the sun is gonna blow everything out. 1 skein of Bell Jar. I really love. It's very pretty pastel. I guess that is a better representation of it right there. Yeah, there's that. Also, the representation of them on Etsy. Our pictures are still not the best, especially when they're the pastel colors, which all of these are. Because Doug is not a studio photographer at all. He's very like out in the open in the world photographer, and he takes beautiful pictures. So we're trying to figure out the studio photography thing together. Yeah. So if you want a better representation of what these look like, please go to my Instagram page. The link is in the down bar, and you will see 5 skeins side by side. And one of them sold, Airplane Over the Sea sold, but the other 4 are these 4. So, yeah. So another one that's in the shop is, yeah, I'm just going to hold it back here because that is much better, is I Believe in Fairies, because it reminded me of Tinkerbell. So it's purples and greens and pinks and some blues. I don't know if you can see it better. On the sparkle, super pretty. I love it. I love all of these, actually. I'm saving my favorite for last, though. This is In the Light, which is a super, super, super pale mint green. It's pretty accurate, actually. Oh, man. And it has this shock of hot pink right there, and there are some more pink speckles throughout. Sorry about the sun, you guys. But this is named after a Lumineer song off their new album, In the Light. Yeah, so there's that. My favorite is Succulent Garden, because you guys, I'm obsessed with succulents. My favorite plants. I'm gonna have a succulent bouquet at my wedding. That's how much I love them. So, again, a super pretty minty plant green kind of color, with some yellows, and there are spots of pinks and purples in here too, but it's mostly green with just speckles of that. But there are also green speckles. This is a good place to show you like what is, sorry it's not focusing, but yeah, so like there are speckles. I don't know if you can see that. The sun is a little bright. But yes, these 4 are still in the shop, along with a Gilmore Girls club. Like I said, my sister is getting married next Saturday, September 4th, so I will be doing wedding stuff for my sister the rest of the week and working and seeing family from out of town. So as you can understand, I'm not podcasting next week because my schedule is tight with work and wedding stuff. So that is why I'm hoping to have a shop update the following week, where I will be rolling out my fall music collection. So today, while I was cleaning my house, I made a fall playlist, and it has stuff like the Avett Brothers, Lumineers, Head in the Heart, who else is on there? Temper Trap, Bombay Bicycle Club, Bastille, you know, the classics. I'm just kidding, they're not classics. Classics, Daisy. Anyway. But I am just so ready for fall. Like, as you can see, I'm in denial of it being 90 degrees outside. I'm wearing jeans and a long sleeve shirt because I'm done with summer. So, like, it's that time of year where I don't care how hot it is outside. I will wear a beanie and a sweater and jeans and boots, and I don't care. That is where I'm at. I just want to eat apples and drink, like, pumpkin iced coffee because I don't care what you think about that. I love it. Yeah, so I'm just ready for fall, and I was listening to music that just, like, puts me in that somber fall mood, and I was thinking how cool it would be, considering I already have Sweet Disposition, which is one of my favorite songs to listen to in the fall, that I might as well just roll out some stuff. So there will be songs based off, like, Avett Brothers that I love, and everybody else that I listed, just certain songs, maybe lines from songs, and that will be what's in the next shop update, along with probably, like, Nemo Touch to the Butt and anything else you request. So if you want to request a colorway to appear in the next update, Airplane Over the Sea will be there too, because that song is very much fall for me, and it's very fall-y looking. I need a pair of socks out of that. That's happening today. I'm totally dying that for myself. Selfish knitter, selfish dyer. My bad. But yeah, just I almost said text me. Message me on Instagram or Ravelry or Etsy, and just let me know what colors you would like to see. If anybody has some favorite songs for fall, list them below, especially if they're of the indie folk persuasion, because that's kind of my jam. So maybe there will be a colorway based off of some of your favorite fall songs. But I will see you in 2 weeks, because I need to celebrate my sister and Carlos's love, and I'm super excited. You'll see pictures all over Instagram of that because I love them. So yeah, I'll talk to you in 2 weeks, and I will let you know via Instagram if there's a shop update anytime soon. But check out what's in the shop, and I will talk to you later. Bye.